Good day fellow trainers and welcome back to another episode of PoGoTips. We have just completed our very first open to public unofficial PvP tournament in town, and trainers who attended learned a lot about PvP and its mechanics. And I'd like to give a little background on how this PvP or unofficial PvP was organized. Our format was pretty simple. We just gave our numbers to the attendees and then they battled one-on-one for Great, Ultra and Master League fights. Winning 2 out of 3 of those fights will lead the winner into the next round, and with the loser handing over their numbers to the winner. So obviously this is a single elimination format. So from 200 over trainers, you will have half of that and then half of that and half again. Now if you have a large attendance of trainers, then I do strongly suggest you split them up into groups of either 2 groups or 4 groups or 8 groups. Now this number is important so that you will have an equal number of finalists that have someone to compete. Once trainers have scanned each other through a QR code, then they are good to play. Now you will definitely come across an odd number in a group after a round. For example, 30 trainers after one round, the winners will number 15. So what do you do with that odd trainer? Very simple, you just pair that odd trainer with another group's odd trainer. Problem solved. So this is repeated until there is one final winner for the day's event. Winning 2 out of 3 fights for Great, Ultra and Master will allow trainers who are new to the game or just feeling their way around the game to have a fighting chance at least at PvP, and Master League will serve as a tiebreaker should it come to that. Now PvP isn't just about tapping on the screen as quick as possible like in the past. With PvP, super effective moves, the attack's damage have increased from 40% more to 60% more. Not very effective moves have lowered the damage from 70% to as low as 60%. So this means if you pick the right Pokemon, you will kick the other trainers' ass. Your opponent's hits will be ineffective against you and your hits will be super good. Now at the tournament, we actually saw a Tyra take a Shadow Ball hit from 100% Mewtwo and still take down the Mewtwo with just using quick attack, not even a single charge attack. And we saw this happen for both Ultra and Master levels. Seriously, I must remember I can take a hit from a Mewtwo if I'm using Tyra and then save that attack, the charge attack, for the next guy. Oh, and another thing, you can also take out a Tyra using a Machamp, and surprisingly, a lot of Machamps took out a Tyra even before the Machamp's charge attack was ready. So this means, in a simplified term, of the 3 most important things to winning battles is having the right Pokemon with the right movesets and using them at the right time. The Silph Road is releasing a league system that's yet to be announced, and the first round of PvP league style for Silph Road is gonna be done at the next community day. So most likely we're looking in January 2019. It will be hosted and carried out by local communities that are registered on the Silph Road. Community champions will be entitled to participate in regional events where a champion will be chosen to compete at the GoFest World Championship. Now tentatively for now, they're gonna use a Swiss style bracket system. And only Great Leagues are recognized for now, where you need to win 2 out of 3 rounds. Points and ranking will be recorded on your traveler's card, and they require a minimum of 8 participants per tournament. So head over to the Silph Road website if you're not registered with the Silph Road yet. Full disclaimer, Silph Road is a community-based organization, so they are not officially Pokemon or Niantic, but they are definitely recognized by them. Even if you're not competing globally, they will at least help you identify who is the top players in your community locally. Alright, here's tip number 4 guys. If you're faced with the wrong Pokemon, you might be better off switching out your Pokemon before it's too late. However, switching out your Pokemon has a penalty to it, especially if before your Pokemon totally appears and the other guy starts hammering away, you will lose a lot of health points. And the same happens for your opponent. If before he appears and you start hammering away, it might give you an advantage, but it is rather unsporting. So last tip for today, guys, focus on getting the right quick attacks on the Pokemons that you want to use for PvP. You can win most of the fights if you have the right Pokemon with the right quick attacks on it. You might not have enough Stardust or candies to have second charge attacks on your Pokemons, and if you have the wrong Pokemons out there, you won't even get a chance to use your charge attack. Long story short, focus on building the right team with the right quick attacks first. So next week, I will elaborate much more on having second charge attack, guys. So that's all the time we have for this week. I do hope you enjoyed this episode on how I did PvP for the local community, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.